Not a single six. That's quite different to Kasalanka as we've seen in the past. He likes to go aerial. That occasion he did, but did not time it well down the ground. Certainly a captain's knock. Just what the Sri Lankan side wanted. A serious decider.
Now you're going to see more shots flying like that. That's too easy. Chog just drifting down leg. All he had to do is help the ball on its way to the boundary.
I'll try and explain why Taskin Ahmed is reluctant to pitch it full, Shamim. Since mid-off in the circle, he cannot pitch it full and miss the Yorker against the Centurion. And now he's dragging back the length and playing into Kusal Mendis' hands. He loves this stroke. And especially when you have fine leg in the circle, it becomes almost a freebie. Tough task for the fast bowlers, especially before the 40th over. Only 4 fielders are allowed outside.
He tries to bowl the Yorker. Makes it into a low full toss. Fielder coming around. And just the 2 runs. It's been a brilliant 100. He started off quite attackingly and then settled down in the middle period when there were wickets falling and the fielding was good from Bangladesh. But once he got into his rhythm, there was no stopping him. Shots forward of square, backward of square, all around the ground.
High quality knock from a high quality player. A pressure game. Well in control, hardly a foot been put in wrong side by Kusal Mendis. 107 of 98 deliveries with less risk shows the area of stroke he has in his repertoire. A single to end the 39th over, 214 for 3.
.143 was his highest in the bowler versus New Zealand, versus Pakistan, West Indies. He's got 100s. He's got his second against Bangladesh here at Pallekele, and he's looking to go big. He's looking very dangerous, very much in sync with the requirements, and tremendous pressure on the Bangladeshi bowlers.
Good back and wheel. Very strong towards mid-wicket, mid-off. Those are the areas Kusal Mendis loves it in his intro song. Appreciating the Pallekele crowd, which never disappoints. Though it's a T20 or a ODI, always turns up to support the home side. Probably sure come evening, probably by 6 o'clock, now the offices are closing down. The crowd will be much more, hoping that Sri Lanka will finish this series 2-1.
So many pretty grounds all around Sri Lanka, all the way from Galle to the SSC to the Premadasa. Now here, Pallekele, Kandy, tunnels, all very pretty. Mustafizur Rahman, gone for 24. Been a little tardy. Started off reasonably well. Tight bowling early on, but then a little all over the place, allowing the batters to take charge. Game drift down leg. Got away with that one.
And something very noticeable in this game, Mustafizur against the right-handers loves to bowl over the wicket only. That's a tactical move. Probably in the team meetings they would have spoken about. And Mahavir looking pleasant, peaceful. It's been very hot lately, not only in Colombo, Shamim, but in Galle, Kandy as well.
Mustafizur Rahman reverting back to over the wicket for the left-hander, Haritha Salanka. Oh, that was definitely much slower. Kept below the bat.
As a batter, probably Charit Asalanka knew what was coming. Slow ball into the pitch, third man, mid-off, all in the circle. It was not going to be full. But the way Mustafizur Rahman disguised the slow ball, just hits the pitch and just died down. It's never easy for the batter when the ball dies down with less or lack of pace. You know what's coming, but still very hard to put away, even for a batter who has scored 50 runs.
Oh, now that slipped through his fingers, I'm sure. Trying to roll his fingers over. Almost made it into a full toss. Maybe he was trying for the Yorker. Not quite coming off.
That had the potential of being the first maximum of the innings into the grass banks. How on earth Charit Asalanka missed out?
Surprised him. Previous delivery was 113. This was 128. Bit of a rush. There you go. That's the surprise. That's the reason why he couldn't latch on. Now coming around once again. Again, the angle not being properly used. This is the ploy that Mustafiz has used today in particular. Even bowling to the right-hander coming around. He hasn't been really able to bowl his cutters to the right-handed batters. Essentially trying to curtail rather than take wickets. And coming around the wicket and hoping that the batters don't get that space to bat. Back and forth with the left-right combination is over the wicket now. Little guide away, delicately done. What could be better? Don't have to hit the ball hard. All you got to do is use the pace. Lovely deft touch and lovely boundary.
That's the risk you take when you have fine leg third man both in the circle, not bowling stumps to stumps. Though it was a slower delivery, it was skidding off the pitch. And Charit Asalanka has been eyeing the deep mid-wicket fielder like a hawk, seized the opportunity to get through the cow point and the third man fielders in the 30-yard, does it perfectly, using the pace and deliberately opening the face of the bat to bring up a boundary which has only 7 runs and make it 8 runs. Otherwise, Imon, the field at cow point. Nevertheless, under the circumstances, a decent over by Mustafizur. 222 for 3.
You can see the distinct change in gears halfway through. After 25, it's been more consistent, high-scoring overs. Double Nelsons now on the board for 3. Just the perfect position to be in to go for the big hits.
Eyeing the deep mid-wicket fielder, Charit Asalanka is just peeping towards deep mid-wicket and realizes no one's there. Watch out.
Oh, that's a good ball, but possibly going down leg. I think he might just ponder a review. Bangladesh will be interested that the captain is asking the keeper. Running out of time. He looks up and takes it.
TV umpire to director, we have a player review for LBW. Non-field decision is not out. I have checked the feed. It's a fair delivery. Can we start with front on, please? Yeah, appears to be bat involved. Can I confirm with Ultras, please? Just keep rolling. Yeah. There is a spike and ball next to the bat in deflection as well. Pali, stay with your original decision, not out. Stand by. You're on screen. Please signal.
Good decision. Very good decision by Alauddin Palekar. One of the most consistent in the world. And looking at Taskin Ahmed and Jakar Ali, both as soon as the ball wraps the pads, they were quite convinced. Nevertheless, a massive inside edge. But a good delivery by Taskin. He realizes best thing to bowl, or the best delivery to bowl to Charith Asalanka is nice and full, or probably just outside the off stump, was eyeing and lining up the bowler towards mid-wicket.
Yeah, there hasn't been much to encourage the bowlers in the recent past. And he's striving for that Yorker once again. Maybe 6 inches too much longer allows that low full toss to be played down the ground.
Nice and full again by Taskin Ahmed. When in doubt, go full, as they say for fast bowlers in their overs. Probably tailed in a little bit towards the right hander. That was the inside edge of Charith Asalanka. Is covering the stumps. That's one area. Mid-wicket long on. And anything outside the off stump, going over mid-off, is a very good option also.
There he goes. Now it's up in there, swirling. There's the fielder coming underneath that one. And he's going to gobble it up. It's the captain. The full toss gets the wicket.
Just a single, and this occasion, no power at all. Went so high. Mehdi Hasan Miraj had so much time backpedaling. Taskin Ahmed knows what a big wicket that was. Skipper, Asalanka goes for 58, Sri Lanka 224 for 4.
Jonathan Lianage, the new batter in, and is in the middle because a wicket has fallen of the captain. 82.25 his strike rate. That will be important. He's got 105 50s. No mug with the bat, that's for sure.
100 against Bangladesh in Chattogram. 78 was his contribution in the last game. Almost took Sri Lankan side home on a tough pitch and a good run chase. He's certainly been given the responsibility of being the finisher of this side. 78 of 85 to be exact in the last game.
Yeah, this is the wicket. This is against the run of play. Just a full toss could have put it away anywhere. Not quite getting it properly souped up in the air, and this simple catch for Mehdi Hasan Miraj, who just waited for it to land on his lap. An appreciation from the coach for a good innings. Gave Sri Lanka a lot of hope. That partnership brought them to a position of comfort in this deciding one-day international of the series. Again a full toss. Somehow feel it's quite deliberate, getting to hit him on the thumb.
I think it just hit the splice of the bat, and the impact, the vibration was an issue for Kusal Mendis. On the part of Sri Lanka, they'd be quite happy that Janith Tinege scored some runs, and he can, from the word go, he can time the ball. Certainly the vibration making Kusal Mendis uncomfortable in his fingers, probably cramping up as well. Barrett 403 deliveries, a long innings. It's not the most pleasant Pallakele weather, but certainly a testing one. Very good over comes to an end for Bangladesh, 225 for 4.
that important wicket of Charita Salanka has given some hope for the Bangladeshis to restrain Sri Lanka. They're really on the move when the partnership between Asalanka and Raminda Mendes was going strong. But now maybe with the fall of wicket, Bangladesh will be hoping that they can get two in quick succession. The Sri Lankan supporters here gathering in numbers, enjoying the music and enjoying the cricket in the middle from their players.
Watch cricket in Sri Lanka without music. Papara band is blazing away. That's where naturally you shake the body. Down the left side, straight away. Mustafiz against Janit Vinage is opting to bowl over the wicket. Kusal Mendis right throughout these innings, he's been opting to go round the wicket. The first ball he bowled over the wicket was a wide, and straight away he realizes his rhythm today, on the particular day, is to bowl round the wicket, and now he changes ends and changes tactics, coming round the wicket to Janit as well.
Yeah, intent on control, not trying to give away too many runs. It's been a drastic change in the attitude that Mustafizur Rahman has bowled, realizing that maybe this wicket is not there for his cutters. Right from the word go, deciding to come and bowl to the right-handed batters in particular around the wicket.
Projected score at the moment, same run rate, 275, 7 runs per over, 285. I think Sri Lanka will be unhappy if it's between not 285.
This wants a change in the field, wants the fine leg to go to the boundary. Taskin Ahmed going across. Get 5 outside the 30-yard circle in the last 10. And good delivery. You see, just slowed it down, but the length not quite there to go for an attacking stroke.
Trademark Mustafiz when it comes to his slow ball. Subtle wrist, just works it and really gives it a rip. And this missed Janit Vinage in the last game, probably the wicket-taking game when it came to the situation. Slight breeze blowing across the field. Probably the comfort level of the players quite somewhat reasonable comparing Colombo. Should be a couple of runs easy for Janit Vinage.
And that's the way to rebuild the innings. Now that you've lost one of the partners with whom you're going strong, got a new partner in, got to adjust to each other, read each other well, calling should be good. And suddenly with that fall of wicket, Bangladesh will be rejuvenated. And understandably, they'll do better with the ball. The fielders hopefully will have the spring in their steps, which they had early on in the innings. Maybe get another wicket quickly. Very late on that, as the ball was just dying away and also moving away from him.
Tanvir Islam has bowled out his 10 overs. Miraj has bowled 8. Shamim has bowled 2. That's 20 overs. Looks like Taskin as well as Tanzim along with Mustafiz have got to bowl out. Taskin got a couple of overs. Probably will keep it to the death overs. Tanzim Hassan Shaki probably will bowl from the other end now. And Mustafiz and Taskin probably will have to finish off. And to make sure fast bowlers just bowl than the spinners, because since 2 right-handers at the middle.
Yeah, in a little bit of an uncomfortable position there. You can see that not in the head, acknowledging that slower delivery, but this has been good so far from Mustafizur Rahman. But lights coming on here.
That's one weak point of Janit Vinage. When it's straight down the line, he struggles initially to work it across towards leg side. Sometimes the head falls over. That's where I think the Bangladeshi side have done their homework, but not attacking outside the off stump, and try and attack in middle or middle and leg stumpish.
Waits on that one and little tuck away. Still quite a decent over. It's 231 for 4.
Sri Lanka well on track to get that number 275. But with 6 wickets in hand, yeah, you're eyeing more that 300, 290, 300. They'll be happy with that. It's been good here in Pallekele. Clear skies and the mountains in the background, the greenery. And now, the cricket also living up to expectations. It was a pressure game for Sri Lanka coming into this. They haven't lost a series here in a few years. The last 10, they've won 10 out of the last 12. Bangladesh have never won a series in Sri Lanka, and hence, at the back of the minds, that causes a bit of doubt, Roshan.
Yeah, that's right, Russell. But having said that, I think Sri Lanka will be disappointed if they don't get close to that 300 mark coming from here. 231 for 4. And also I feel more.
Yeah, with just over 7 overs to go, you've got to get off strike. And you mentioned being smart from here on, but Sri Lanka have been very smart throughout this innings, especially Kusal Mendis. If I compare his innings, the quick 50 he made in the second ODI to this, there haven't been any risks taken today. It's been controlled batting. Lots of singles, along with Asalanka. And I can't think of a chance that he's given.